Welcome back. My name is Indica Burnet. I'm a sports massage therapist taking you through this week's self-massage series. So today we're going to be working on our low back and our QL. This is where a lot of people find they get a lot of pressure, a lot of pain and compression, and this can also be due to being seated for a long period of time. So what we're going to be doing is loosening up these muscles, creating a bit of space so that we have more range of movement in our low back and in our QL. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to face the other way and so that you can see what I'm doing with my back. So what we're going to be working on today is sort of from our last rib down. So we're going to start working our way up the back muscles. So we're not working on our spine, we're just working on our erector spinae muscles, either using our fingertips just to create little circular motions, little palpations. We're just warming up the muscle. You can use your thumb if you want. And we're just sort of going from our sacrum, which is that little triangle sheet of bone at the base of our spine, up to our last rib. You're going to also use your knuckles if you want, just to warm up these muscles. I don't want you to work on your spine because it's not good to be pressing directly on bone in a massage. We're always just trying to loosen up the tissue, loosen up the muscle, and create more blood flow and relieve any tension. So we're going to go up and down a couple of times, whether we're palpating with our thumbs, our fingers, our knuckles. And then for a point of reference, we're going to find our QL because that's where we're going to be doing a bit of work today as well. So we're going to palpate along our hip bone and move up the back muscles to the base of our rib cage. And you should feel a bit of tension, a bit of tough muscle. And around here is your QL. So this is where a lot of people get really tight and it can contribute to low back pain. So with our thumbs, we're just going to spend a little bit more time just warming up this area so that it's ready to be stretched and massaged, because we want to promote as much flexibility and elasticity in this muscle as well. A lot of people feel that this is quite tight, so if you are feeling a bit of tension right now, you might want to spend a little bit longer on this area. You might want to get your knuckles and really get into there. Just be aware that we're not working on our spine itself. When we're feeling nice and warm in our back muscles, then we want to work on our hips and our glutes. So we're going to make a fist and we're going to start applying pressure all around our glute muscles, just warming up this tissue. You can also get into your hips a bit. Frictions are really good, so making fast movements, because that also creates a little bit of warmth in the muscle as well. So it's great for warming up at the beginning of a massage. Once we're feeling we've warmed up our glute muscles a bit, the last place we just want to warm up is our sacrum. So our sacrum is this hard plate of muscle at the base of our spine, and a lot of the time we have little muscles that are sitting on top of our sacrum. So we just want to use our fingertips to rub over these muscles. A lot of them are quite small, so you have to just have a feel around for where there is tension points, where you can feel tiny little meaty spots of muscle, and we just want to palpate into these areas. So all of this work that we've just done is prep work to warm up our back for the routine that I'm about to show you. So I'm going to show you the routine while I am seated, and then we're actually going to apply it. So just try to memorize this routine. So we're going to make a fist with our hands, and we're going to just palpate and walk our way around our glute muscles, all around our hips and the base of our sacrum, feeling for points of tension. Then we're going to walk our knuckles up our back, just working on the recti spinae muscles, walking up and down, just as far as you can reach. So now we're just going to lay down with our feet together and our knees spread apart. Then we're going to lift our sacrum, and grabbing our fists, we're just going to put them under our glutes, and we're going to start rocking individually each knee side to side. Alrighty, getting into a position that you're comfortable. Once you're comfortable, we're going to start moving our fists as we rock our knees. And this is totally intuitive. You're just feeling for where you can feel tension areas. One thing to keep in mind is you want to keep your glutes as relaxed as possible, which might take a little bit of concentration as your glutes want to flex through any movement in our pelvis. So we want to try consciously to keep our glutes relaxed and continually walking our hands around to find points of tension. Then we want to start walking our fists up our spine. So we're always moving our hands just as we rock, so there's space for us to move our fists, and we're not working on the spine itself. So we're moving up and down only till we get to the base of our last rib and to the top of our sacrum. We don't want to work on bone at all. Try to keep your back as flat on the floor as possible, because then we're creating as much pressure and working deeper with our fists. So we're going to walk up and down, and as you feel points of tension, you might just want to sit there for a while, hold it in that position until you feel tension release, and then keep that rocking motion going. Then once we're ready, we're going to lift up our pelvis so that we can free our hands, and we're going to cuddle our knees into our chest. Then we're just gently going to rock on our sacrum and our spine. This is just creating a beautiful little massage for our sacrum, just as we roll along the floor. It's also creating space and decompressing our spine. We're just going to do that for a little while and then lay back on the floor. Keeping our knees bent, we're going to put our hands on the floor with palms down, and then slowly we're just going to drop our knees to the right and turn our head to the left just doing a little spinal twist. And we're going to return to the middle and then drop our knees to the left and turn our head to the right. And back to the middle. This is a beautiful way for us to decompress the spine and to relieve any tension in our low back. So it's a great thing to do at the end of the day after a long day of work where you're seated and creating a lot of compression. We just want to create that space and that mobility in our spine. Thank you for listening, and tune in tomorrow. We'll have another video.